high functioning woman feels the same thing a low functioning woman feels. She does two things differently. High functioning woman can regulate her emotions to articulate it so it comes out with emotional intelligence. And she uses what she feels, and chooses with her healthy self and not her dysfunctional self.
What it is, what it ain't, it's your boy Carlton with another video for anything, everything, where I talk about anything I want and everything that comes to my mind. This video is part 2 of Dr. Bryant and Cam Newton. I don't know if you guys watched the previous video, but you know, she was speaking a lot of facts. You know, my primary response is always going to be something biblical and something towards the Christians, because I feel like that's the best advice to give. I don't want to give just general advice. I'm gonna give you some godly advice, and if you're watching this and you ain't saved, hopefully you get saved. So let's go part 2. Let's continue watching. I think this is the part where she essentially calls him out for creating a whole bunch of broken homes and basically says that he's a low functioning man. So let's tap in and see what we got.
Not physically. Process what they feel, hear their emotions in the real space that they're saying, because my emotions curse people out and things all day, but I regulate it, code switch it, deliver the message so you're receptive to it and you feel it with love. But I'm saying the same damn thing I was saying in here. Have a relationship, now we have respect, and now we good. And now, like your mama said, because I love that quote, tell her that please, I love that, we can go to heaven together and we can take this journey to hell as well.
But no, it's, are you willing to go to hell?
No, I just said both.
Yeah.
Both.
So, but I don't think my question was clear, or the answer wasn't clear as far as a high functioning woman.
Yeah.
And
it's simple. High functioning woman feels the same thing a low functioning woman feels. She does two things differently. High functioning woman can regulate her emotions to articulate it so it comes out with emotional intelligence. And she uses what she feels, and chooses with her healthy self and not her dysfunctional self. That's the only difference.
Now, explain to me what a high functioning man is.
A high functioning man, identical to a woman. He can feel what he feels. He regulates his emotions and he chooses how he's going to deliver that message so that woman receives it and she's not armed and now we're at war. That's what a high functioning man does. And he's also able to sit through hard, challenging conversations without fleeing or abandoning that woman and using his emotional intelligence that says, I hear you and I understand you. Baby, I don't agree with that one part.
There's a lot of things that I don't agree with.
I don't agree with that.
In this conversation.
Yeah.
Going back to what I said, with that 40% of men who are high functioning that you counsel, what I said was, most men understand this. We don't really find true love because it's what can you do for me? Because a man's job is to provide. Now, this is where most high vibrational man, high function.
I completely disagree. And this is why I say that. One thing that a lot of these men need to realize is, especially the ones that has money, you can't make general terms like that just because that's your experience. And this is why. Your experience is only like that because of what you have. Majority of men is not in the 1%. Majority of men, I ain't gonna say majority of men, but a lot of men, you know, find a lot of women that'll do anything for them, that'll take care of them and ride with them. The problem is too many people are on social media, and social media is portraying a different reality before them. So when they go on social media, they see women saying things like, I don't want no man unless he's making 100,000 a year, or they just see a whole lot of like brain rot content, and they just take that and they place it upon the average woman of society. In case you guys are not paying attention, in this basic economy, it's mandatory for a 2-income household for things to get rolling. Here is what I would say. As a man, I feel like your ultimate aspiration is to get into a position where your wife can decide if she wants to work or not, but at the end of the day, when you two come together and make the decision to court each other, get married, etc., the preliminary foundation needs to be what works for you guys. So at the end of the day, I would say that's not the case for a lot of men. A lot of men can't find true love because the only thing that women are thinking about is, oh, what can you do for me? I feel like that is probably 95% of the case for men that's very successful, very wealthy, and things like that. They always have a target on their back. They're always there's always leeches, and their love is always transactional. But I would say for the average man, it's not like that.
And go through. As far as being emotionally intelligent, that still does not qualify you as being high vibrational. The thing that is often said, counterparts to two species, from a woman, it's about self-worth. How I feel. I'm not going to allow you to treat me like this. I'm not going to allow you to talk to me like this. I know my non-negotiables. I know my worth. Fine. That are all qualifying things for any woman to say to herself or to the universe, I'm high vibrational. Now, the thing for me is that doesn't qualify for men, because you can have all the emotional intelligence, all the trigger points to be able to communicate. But if you stand at your mama house, all that's out the door.
I ain't gonna lie.
You understand what I'm saying? So society dictates what a man's value is. Respectfully, it is shameful to say it that way, but that's the surface level identifier of a high vibrational man, amongst other things. Now, these things are what women always say, oh, well, I'm not doing this, or yeah, this, that, and the third, and that's fine. But different rules for different species.
You're like, that's fine.
So
Right.
that's where I'm saying to you, it's like, okay, for that 40% or that 70% of high vibrational women, it's a little bit, the rules are a little different for men. And you can't say it's not, because it actually is. All that, he's fit, girl, I mean, everything. I mean, this, that, and the third. But Dr. Bryant ain't gonna talk to no guy that can, number one, protect her physically, emotionally, and gives her the stability to live her life as she see fit. And that's where the high vibrational man steps in, and we don't need that from a high vibrational woman. So that's my caveat.
Here's the thing. What are you guys expecting women to do? Are you expecting them to go and seek out projects for them to, build up, or whatever the case may be? You can have all the emotional intelligence that you want, but the primary advice I give for all of my male friends, all of male relatives, whatever the case may be, is when it comes to dating, you want to make sure you're secure. You want to make sure you have something going for yourself. Because it's like, you guys don't understand. The second you decide to take a woman from her home, take her woman from her father, her life is in your hands. So you want to talk about, oh, the rules isn't the same. Of course the rules isn't the same, because the roles isn't the same. We're not going to play under the same rules because we have different roles. But guess what? The two different roles that men and women play come together to meet one objective. So at the end of the day, like I was saying before, maybe you're not the most wealthiest person, but guess what? A woman can see a man that has a vision. A woman can see a man that has a plan. And most importantly, a woman should only focus on the man that's working towards that plan. Because the plan on paper looks good. It looks good, but it looks even better when you're working it out. So I don't really see the point that he's trying to make. I don't know if he's trying to point out a double standard, because we all know that there's double standards when it comes to men and women. Men and women cannot move the same because we are not the same. So yes, the rules is different.
Okay, got it. You made a lot of really good points. So a man living in his mama house means he's low value, but can still be high functioning. High functioning and high value man are two different things. High valued man is more about value. What are you offering financially? What can you do for me? How can you provide for me? It has nothing to do with emotions. This is why you have a lot of high valued women and men who are extremely low functioning. It is statistically known that high valued women, not functioning, high value women, meaning powerhouse, makes money, elected official, doctor, lawyer, entrepreneur, whatever she does, she's just killing it. She does well. Educated, not educated, she just does her thing financially. She's high valued. Often end up with low functioning men.
Why?
And it's because she has high value, she doesn't have high function. Law of attraction, we attract who we are despite of who we think we are. So the man living in his mama's house that you described, right? That's based on society. That's a low value man.
Reality, not
That's
society.
fine. You can say reality. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Right.
Value is not a functioning. High functioning is how you function. Has nothing to do with money or where you live or how you drive.
Right.
Okay. Value is the word value because it's it's what you said. How valuable are you? How valuable are you, sis? What you bringing to the table?
Okay, now.
Those are two different things.
I just want to stop you right there before I lose my. If the man doesn't have high value,
Yes.
he will not spark the interest of no woman. Let's just put it like that. So it
That's
runs
not true.
Then answer this
in
question.
conjuncture.
Why?
This is why it's not true. You ask the average man or talk to the average man, not, super successful, even some super successful people, because everybody started from somewhere, about simple things like taking your girl car. Majority of these guys can relate, including me. Listen, I completely disagree with that. I think he's taking his social circle and making it upon everybody, and it's not the case. It's really not the case.
Most low value. And low value man just means, I'll go street terms, broke.
Yes.
Okay? They're married. Them Negroes are married.
But you can't
hold
say
on, hold
that's
on.
a subjective
no,
thing.
That's
you
not.
Can't
That's
say most because
statistically,
that's not true.
statistically, when it comes to socioeconomics, Google it, have somebody here on your team pull it up. Socioeconomically, women, Google it, predominantly black women, socioeconomically, are exceeding when it comes to money, street term, bread. Hold on. That means if they marry, they're married to a man who's making less money, no money, or broke money. Hold on. Now, low valued men are married to somebody, whether she low, high, whatever. He got him a wife. And let me go a little further. And usually if you don't have a wife, he got a whole hell lot of kids by different women.
Watch out now. Watch out, you're speeding.
Yeah, I am.
You're
I'm
speeding.
I'm poking speed.
We going there. Hold on. Let me take this.
So let me finish
Let me
this.
take this. Let me take this
point.
glove off.
Let me
real
finish
quick.
this point. So again, low valued men, meaning street term broke, they're married. And they oftentimes, if not more than often, have multiple kids by multiple men.
I'm
Okay?
a woman. Whoa.
No. I'm going somewhere.
Low. You said
By
low.
oh no, I'm going somewhere with that. They have multiple kids by multiple men. Hold on. And women. We in a whole different society. You talking about reality.
No. You said low vibrational men are married with multiple.
Let me say it again. They're married, and if they're not, they usually have multiple kids
Okay.
with multiple women. Hold on. And
He was trying to say that you're saying these men are having multiple kids with different men. That's all he was saying.
someone with this have multiple men, meaning that men and women are choosing low valued men. That's subjective. Because in the society we live in today, you have a lot of different dynamics of polyamorous, different dynamics of relationships. And when you're talking about men today and women, I'm not just knocking on the men, relationships don't just go one way. And we're talking about a low valued man. We're not just talking about heterosexual men, right? I could talk about the whole gamut. Do I have to stay in one pocket? I'm just asking because I
No,
will.
ma'am.
Okay. So
Take it
again, low valued men don't have to be, they could be high functioning and low value is what I'm saying. So a man living in his mama's house is low value, but he could be high functioning. Hold on. So how does he attract a woman who's high functioning?
Thank you.
He's high functioning. He attracts a high functioning woman. Hold on. The high functioning woman is also high value, meaning she has money, a lifestyle, and a high quality of life, and she's high functioning. All she needs is a high functioning man. She ain't worried about a man who also has high value.
That's super no. How many women do you really see date down when it comes to value? Or let's just keep it simple. When it comes to money, like, let's be for real. How many women do you know just because, let's say she's a lawyer, just because this man is high functioning, he's emotionally intelligent, she gonna pick him up from Burger King? Men would do that in a heartbeat, but how many women is really doing that? That's not happening.
A lot of women operate like that who are powerful. I'm sure you've been in rooms with powerful women who have husbands who you have said, if not you, many have said, how did he get her? Wait a minute. And it's not even a looks thing. It's down.
I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I'm not gonna say it never happens, but let's not act like it always happens. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna go with a really good friend of mine's, Oprah and Stedman. Mama, oh, you know I love you. But Oprah's power. You think Stedman's low functioning or low value? Stedman is low value. He ain't low functioning, baby. There's a difference. He's low value based on, I'll use your word, reality, because regardless if he makes good money, he ain't making Oprah money.
Nobody's making Oprah money.
So he's low valued compared to that. But Stedman is not low functioning.
And
Oprah's not.
Stedman is not low value either. Everybody's low value compared to Mama O. Let's just
Right.
say that.
So, Stedman.
I think she used a terrible analogy. You can't use a billionaire, and then I'm pretty sure whoever her husband is, I'm pretty sure he emmed up. Like, let's be for real. That's a terrible example.
And it's subjective again. Stedman, in his relationship, we can't say marriage, in his relationship, is low value to his powerhouse, high value, high functioning
But that's not a good
woman.
example, though.
That is a great example.
That's not, because
it
anybody's going to be low value to
Cam, who
Oprah.
house do they live in?
Oprah's.
Okay, where's Stedman's house?
I have no idea.
That's my point. That is my point.
Can you give me another example?
That is my point.
Let's not
Yes,
use that one, because that's not a
Okay,
reality.
another
like,
example.
Oprah is living in the
Okay, wait, another
half
exa-
percent of
that's
the
fine.
world, not just the 1%, less than the 1%. Because
That's fine.
anybody, myself included, if we were to date a woman of Oprah's magnitude, it's never going to be enough. I'm going to be on her jet. I'm going to be on her yacht. I'm going to be at her functions. I would be
But that's
to
not-
think.
So that's not always the case. You look at Jay-Z and you look at Beyonce. Jay can be on B's lot, B can be on Jay's lot. So my whole point to drive this point is that low value or high value, low function, high function, two different things, or two different identities. Low value has to do with money and quality of life, fiduciary. Functioning has to do with how do you function innately, emotionally, psychologically as a human being. And so if you have billions of dollars, Donald Trump is low functioning. He just happens to be high value in the sense of his wealth. But he's
I'll stop at that and make a part to you for you. First of all, she don't know Donald Trump from a can of paint. From a can of paint. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm this super big MAGA supporter, but I really hate like how people, when it comes to public figures, unless something is very blatant and easy to see for the public eye, is you can't make certain judgment calls based on how you feel. I say that because I see a lot of people say that, especially when it comes to Trump. And then, let's say if somebody said that about Kamala and all of a sudden they're defending her like they know her, like they grew up with her. Like, I'm just saying. But anywho, to finish off what she was saying, yes, we understand that someone can not have a lot of money but be emotionally intelligent. Just know how to be a human, be empathetic, sympathetic. They can have discernment, wisdom, etc., etc., and then it can be reversed. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys have probably run into people that, quote unquote, have a lot of money, but they're just douchebags, terrible people, no empathy, and they're just out of touch with reality, etc., etc. So I can see what she's saying. But that's not happening on the women's side. High value women aren't clicking with low value men. I'd probably get that like a 1% chance. Even if a woman gets with a man that's making less than her, 9 times out of 10, he's probably still making good money or excellent money. Not even just good, but excellent money. I'm pretty sure The third part is going to be where she talks. I didn't want to make this video way too long, but I'm pretty sure the third part is where she's going to get into it about Cam being low functioning, essentially high value. So stay tuned for that one. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything in this video that stuck out to you, or anything that she said that I might have missed. Anything that Cam said that I might have missed. But like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time on Anything Everything.